I genuinely feel like they don't fear me. She's not what she thinks she is, and that is the mindset. Even with striking, it works in my favour because when they get in there, they get a shock. I don't have any evidence now to say that the hand is not strong because I'm hitting just as strong as I was before. Yeah, I've watched her for a long time, watched her in Bellator. She's aggressive, she's a good opponent. It's a shame that we're both fighting, but it's what it is. I'm hoping she comes with a little bit more with me. I hope she brings it a little bit more so we can have a good scrap.
Hello everybody and welcome to Between Rounds, presented by Gorilla Energy. I'm Dan Hardy and I am joined this time around by dangerous Dakota Ditcheva. I've been waiting to get you on the show. I've got loads and loads of questions for you. First of all, how are you? How's your recovery and you booked to fight again?
Yeah, finally. I'm doing really well, you know, I'm ready to go. I feel like I've been ready all year, but I was just trying to be patient, you know, and obviously I came back, said I was coming back last time, I had to pull out because I got injured again, so I wanted to make sure everything was done right this time, and we're finally here, we're nearly there now.
And you're feeling good? You were just kind of pointing
Yeah.
at the scar on the back of your hand, so you're building the confidence in the hand to strike with it. I've seen you hitting stuff with it though.
Yeah.
How is it feeling? Is it more in your mind than in your hand at this
Yeah,
point?
I think definitely the last thing you have to deal with is your mind. You know,
Yeah.
you have to forget about it, and that's kind of what I've been doing. I'm doing everything I was doing before it was broken. So for now, it's just the mind, just kind of forgetting about it, not even thinking that it's even there. You know, that's a bit hard when you got a scar on your hand.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's just I don't have any evidence now to say that the hand is not strong because I'm hitting just as strong as I was before. So yeah, it's just my mind.
Have you been in that situation in a fight before where, like, you're a Muay Thai fighter, so it's one of 8 weapons that have been taken off the table. Have you ever had that situation before where you're like, man, I've got to work around this?
Do you know what? Yeah, I have. It just comes to my mind then when I was in Thai boxing and broke my thumb.
Really?
Well, yeah, and obviously I was in big gloves, but I broke my thumb in one of my fights, and I could feel that while I was fighting the whole time. So yeah, I can't believe I didn't remember that before, but I suppose I have been in that situation. And do you know what? It made me fight better, I feel like, in my last fight. I feel like my first 2 rounds were a bit slow, and then when something got taken away from me, I started using stuff that I should have been using from the beginning. So I kind of saw it as a positive kind of.
It's interesting that, like, I had a bad hamstring injury when I was in my mid-teens. I used to teach Taekwondo, and I was demonstrating a kick from cold and just tore my hamstrings.
Okay.
So for like 12 months, I just had to box, and my hands got so much better. And it's like, I kind of took that. So then when I'm going into sparring, I'm like, okay, don't use your left leg today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't use your jab as much, or switch southpaw and focus on something else.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it can kind of spur you on to find other parts of your game that you're better at.
100%, yeah, and it's probably something you wouldn't do if you hadn't have gone through that. You know, I probably would have had a 3rd round that was just as boring as my first 2 in my eyes, you know, like come out and been even more frustrated with myself. But actually, I got a better round out of it the second time. And like you said, you know, they're the things that you don't break your game down as much until you have to and someone makes you do it. So, yeah.
Talk to me about your training, because obviously we all see you training through social media. You're working pads with your brother, who's an excellent coach, by the way. I'm always learning stuff from him. Talk to me about your day-to-day training. Like, what's it like showing up to American Top Team, getting ready for training? Who are your bodies on the mat, and what are the sessions like?
Yeah, they look the same every week, I'm not going to lie. Me and my brother say all the time when we get home from training, when we get back to the gym, it's like deja vu all the time. But, I mean, walking into Top Team is just, I love it there. You know, I love the life there as well. The training, I'm humbled every day. When I get ready for training in the morning, I'm nervous. Like, my belly's like grumbling a little bit, and I'm like, I've got butterflies. But that's what I feel like, just that's what makes me go. You know, those feelings is what I live for every day. And I feel like before I had a fight booked in, I was kind of going to training, enjoying it, but not having that feeling in the morning where I'm like, okay, this is like, I'm walking into Top Team now. These are important rounds with tough people, and I'm just excited to have that feeling back. So yeah, I train with the boys, train with the girls. You know, I switch it up all the time. I'm sparring the boys. Sometimes I'll spar the girls. Like, it's different all the time for me. But one thing that is always the same is I always get humbled.
Who are your favourite rounds?
Oh, my sparring rounds with the boys, I think, because I can let go more. With the girls, obviously, I'm a little bit like, my striking level is quite high. plus girls are feisty, you know, with each other, and I feel like
girls always want to get one back in
yeah,
sparring,
this is the thing.
which can be a trap if you're a good striker, right?
Yeah.
You can trigger someone, then walk them onto something.
Yeah.
I have noticed that with girls. They're like, it's like, get one back on you straight away.
We are a nightmare together, to be honest. It is true. The girls, I feel like, just we spar different to the boys. It's very, very different. But yeah, for me, obviously, I'm used to being with the boys with the sparring and things like that. It's what my whole career has looked like. So it's nice that I'm able to let go, and I've got the partners that are able to handle it and not want to kill me back type thing.
Definitely. What's it like going back to your old gyms that you've trained at? I've seen you dropping into gyms as you've been traveling back home and visiting family and stuff, and like, it must be amazing for the people in the gym to see you come back, because you spend all this time in Florida, American top team, winning fights in tremendous ways, and then to walk back into the gym. You must feel the energy in the gym change when you walk in. Yeah,
for sure, and it's probably something my family will laugh about, because obviously my mum's gym back home has been there for 30, 40 years now, and they are all so excited when I come back. But I'm one of them people that kind of just like, when I go back home now, I just want to like lay low, no one to like bother about me. If I walk into the gym, everyone just please act normal type thing. Yeah. But when I go into my mum's gym, everyone's just so excited that I'm back, and they're just, I mean, I go and watch the young kids still do the interclubs, you know, I do things like that, and everyone's like, wow, it's so nice that she comes and still, you know, sees the kids fight and, you know, things like that. And I love doing that, but to me, that's just a normal thing. Yeah. And everyone makes it this big like, wow, she's coming to like still be around everyone, like doing the same thing she did when she was a kid. And I'm like, that's just like, that. I just don't see any difference. So for me, it's really hard to go back home and everyone be like so excited, when really I still feel like one of them in the gym. It's strange.
They expect you to be a diva and to like palm them away. No, I'm not. No interviews today. No autographs.
When everyone wants pictures, I'm like, I'm always happy to have pictures, but at the same time, I just wish sometimes everyone would just be like, I'm your friend, you know. I'm not this person when I walk in the gym where you're like, can I have a photo? I'm just one of the team, basically. And sometimes it's hard for me to go back home and like everyone make a fuss. I would just prefer everyone to treat me like one of them type thing.
Yeah, I bet. What was it like being in the gym when your mum was still training there? And you know, I mean, do you remember when she was competing? Were you in the gym training with her when she was competing?
No, I wasn't really. I was there when she was coaching. My older brother was, Cody. She was still fighting after she had him. But I wasn't. I was just around when she was coaching, and you know, I just remember kind of pushing my pram around the gym, or like just, you know, being around everyone, but never like specific moments when she was like fighting or anything.
Yeah. Do you remember her being a different version of your mother in the gym to how she was at home, or is she the same person in both places?
I would say she's pretty much the same.
Really?
She's a lot more loving at home, obviously. In the gym, she's like, you're here to train and that's that. Okay. And she's always been like that as a kid, since I was a kid. I mean, when I came back to Thai boxing and took it serious, like around 13, 14, I was quite a feisty kid, like fighting and things like that. In the gym, I couldn't control, so whoever you put me with, I would go hard, and she would always be like lighting up and I wouldn't really listen. So that's where even in the gym I would get strict, whether it was mum, coach, I would get strict mum, but she was the same at home, you know. If I didn't listen, it was like strict mum or coach. You can't really like change either of them. She's always been the same person.
Yeah. It's different though. It's like, you know, it's like with Veronica, like I can tell her to keep her hands up, or I can tell her to put the top on the milk properly. Like, I can't advise her on both things, you know what I mean? So it's like, I wonder if at any point your mum had to kind of pick and choose, like, I'm going to coach her, I'm not going to be her parent now, because she's only going to listen to one of us now. You know? It's
definitely a difficult balance. I'm sure you understand that. She'd probably listen to you one day and not the other, or listen to you in the gym sometimes and not, and it's a unique relationship, but it's not one that a lot get. So it's like, I've always looked back on it now and just thought like, wow, like even though sometimes it probably was tough and I used to like get annoyed with my mum as a coach, but take it out on her as a mum, you know, I still look at it now and think like, what a relationship we've had.
I mean, but your whole circumstance is quite unique, really. I mean, there aren't many people that have their sibling coaching them as well. So talk to me about that. I mean, have you always worked well together? It also seems quite like a collaborative effort when you're working on stuff, because you'll go through and you'll get things wrong, and like it seems like a really good working relationship where you have a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely have a lot of fun, and we've always we've always got on really. I mean, as kids we used to argue, and I remember we fought over the TV remote and, you know, that type of stuff. But it was just like this, I don't even know what age, just this age we got to where we just become best friends.
Really?
And we just like got on so well from then. And I think that must have been where it started. And now it's like, I think what helps is like, I don't really have an ego as well. So I know what my brother's teaching me is right, you know, so I don't have an ego to like argue anything really. I know I need him. I know I need his fight IQ. So for me, whatever he's teaching me, I'll try and I'll always, you know, work on. So I think that's probably what helps as well. Is like, he understands me and the fight game because he's been a fighter himself. He knows my attitude. He knows, same with my mum, she knows my attitude. But at the same time, I understand the importance of their role as well.
Yeah, and you know, the good thing as well is with their experience, they can be a little bit forgiving as well when you're having a rough day or you're struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
And, you know, that was something I always wonder whether my parents really fully understood, that when I had a bad day at training and I came home and I was just a bad version of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To kind of walk the journey with your family it must be a little bit more comforting that there's that understanding around.
Yeah, and that's probably the word I would use. You know, you just feel safe. I would say, you know, like no one understands you better than a family that have been through it, or just to understand. You know what I mean? That like it is tough. It's not a normal life. We're not normal people when we come home and we've had a bad day at sparring. It's just like, I mean, Cody's like, I had a bad day the other day at sparring and he thought I'd done well, and he just doesn't entertain it. You know, he doesn't make me more dramatic, doesn't make me, you know, like angry about it. It's just like, it's what it is, like just carry on. And it's just so nice to have somebody that can help you not sit in your thoughts like that in the tough days.
Yeah, for sure. One of my coaches, Joby Clayton, always tells us, it's all information.
Yeah.
And I try and take that on as much as I can, because if it's information, I can be objective about it. I don't have to be emotional about it. Do you know what I mean? Tell me what you do when you're not training. Like what's Florida lifestyle like? You're at the beach all the time, you're shopping. Yeah. Like what are you doing when you're not at the gym?
Oh my God. I don't have much time other than at the gym. When I say it's like deja vu, it is literally deja vu every day. We wake up in the morning, we go to train, we come back, we've got a few hours and we're back at the gym. And then we come back and we're both ready for bed. But I suppose like the sun's shining, you're always happy. We'll sit by the pool between training, things like that. Weekend we'll go to the beach. I mean, Florida, you can drive 4 hours, 3 hours to Key West, whereas in the UK, you'd be driving the opposite end of the country. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, we're just kind of, we shop, we chill at the beach. We're just simple people. Yeah. We don't do anything too exciting, honestly.
What about movies or TV or music? Are they important in your life?
Yeah, music's on all the time for us. Yeah, any type of music, doesn't matter what it is. We go to training. If it's not a group class, we've got the music on. Like, that's us all the time. Movies, I'm getting Cody into like the documentaries that I watch. I watch like real life crime.
Oh,
like,
no.
Yeah, so like...
No, life's stressful enough. Stay away from it, bro. It's stressful enough.
All the real documentaries of like people on death row and all that type of stuff, and that's now what my brother has to put up with me.
No. I'm Family Guy and American Dad all the way.
Oh no, I can't be bothered with all that stuff.
What about sports? Do you watch sports?
Yeah.
Are you following the World Cup? I'm sure
we're trying to watch like some of the...
I've not watched a single game yet.
Yeah, we've watched a few. Obviously, my brother's in like one of these like leagues with all the boys that they've kind of all got their own players and their own teams, and Cody's actually got Haaland, so he's doing well for him at the moment. So we've been watching the Holland game and stuff like that, but that's just because he's got him on the team. So yeah, we do follow it.
Okay. What about combat sports? Do you watch other combat sports? Are you a boxing fan? Do you watch Muay Thai and kickboxing still?
Yeah, we still watch One Championships on a Friday.
Small glove Muay Thai is so much fun.
I'm not sure. I'm like, do I like it? Do I not? It's just turned into like a boxing fight sometimes now.
But the thing that's interesting, right? So if you give an MMA fighter small gloves and they train in big gloves all the time, they add an extra bit of range when they're actually fighting. Whereas because these guys have got 400 Muay Thai fights, they don't care whether the gloves are big or small. So they fight in the range that we really should all fight in MMA. Yeah. Right? That's why I'm watching it. I'm like, these guys are actually really good strikers in small gloves. Yeah. And most people in MMA are actually not very good at striking.
True, but then at the same time, I feel like your mindset changes a little bit when takedowns come into it.
Okay.
They don't have to worry about takedowns. Okay. They can just go. Whereas like when you've got to think about both,
right,
the style might change, I would say.
Yeah, that's a good point. But you see, I would argue that. I would say Sean Strickland, right? Because Strickland gets right into punching range, but isn't very good at striking.
Yeah, but he's always on the back
Sean.
foot.
Sean knows I don't think he's very good at striking. I laugh at him all the time. But like, he's found a range, same as Peter Yan, right?
Yes,
they found a
very good
range that
striker.
makes people want to work, even though they don't want to work.
Yeah, I think the big difference is confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mindset. Just if you're not bothered about them takedowns, you can go forward and you can strike like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people haven't got. They've just got that little bit of like, oh, should I not?
Right, exactly.
Whereas in one championships, they do not have that.
Yeah.
They're just front foot all the time. So yeah, that is what our weekends look like. We've always got the fights on, whether it's PFL, UFC, one championship. RSW is another one that's getting really popular at the moment. So
I'm even watching the Real American Freestyle, the wrestling. They're
RAF,
fantastic events.
That's another one.
I keep mentioning it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really into sumo right now. The July tournament's coming up. I am really into sumo right now.
I can't say I follow that one.
Check it out. I'm telling you, this clinch work that you can learn from those guys.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Okay, talk to me about this fight coming up. We've got Elmont, New York, your co-main event, Denise Kilholz. I've got my New York Madball shirt on because we're going back to New York. Talk to me about Denise. Tell me about her as an opponent. Have you watched her? What are your feelings about her?
Yeah, no, I've watched her for years. I watched her when I was in Thai boxing. Okay. One of my favourite fights of hers was against Tiffany, which was a big female fight at the time. That was one of my favourite to watch. So, yeah, I've watched her for a long time. I watched her in Bellator. She's aggressive, kickboxing style, which is what I like. I quite like the kickboxing style over the Thai boxing. The traditional Thai boxing is a bit slow for me, and she's got that like fast style. So, yeah, I'm excited just to have my striking match. If that's what happens, we'll see. But yeah, she's a good opponent. It's a shame that we're both fighting, but it's what it is.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on her last fight? Because it was a really, really strong performance of a common opponent as well. Yeah.
I was impressed. First one back after having a kid, so obviously like ring rust. My first one back last time wasn't the best either, but yeah, I'm hoping she comes with a little bit more with me. I felt like she was a little bit maybe just like waiting on the counters more in that fight. I hope she brings it a little bit more so we can have a good scrap. But yeah, I'm excited anyway.
So tell me what you think happens when an opponent gets you as a name, right? So Denise's team, they know they're fighting you. They're going through their research. They're trying to figure out a game plan.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to fight at range with her. You've got really, really, really good clinch work, so you kind of don't want to get close either.
Yeah.
So like it's almost like you railroad people into being grapplers.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel that, or do you feel like there are people out there? Is Denise one of those people that you think is going to be like, no, I can kickbox with her?
Yeah, no, I genuinely feel like they don't fear me. I actually feel,
I'm terrified of you, so I think you're wrong.
I honestly feel like a few of them that I've fought, I've just been like, she's not what she thinks she is. Like, and that is the mindset. Even with striking, I genuinely feel like some of them feel like they can strike, and that's fine with me. Like, it works in my favour because when they get in there, they get a shock, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's my size, whether it's like the fact that I'm obviously tall, but I'm very slim. It looks like you could snap me in half when I'm in fight week. But I think they get a shock when they get in there because I'm actually very strong.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you see that in their face when you hit them a couple of times? There's like the surprise on their face when you catch them.
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially with Santos, when I first hit her, straight away I just like saw the change in her face, and I often see that with a lot of them. Jenna Bishop, when she took me down and I got back up, she looked like she was ready to tap out. Like, I don't know what I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think what I was saying the other day was that I think they see me all like this in fight week, but they see me like this right up until I get into the cage, and then when the switch happens that I'm not able to control, they get the biggest shock of their life because I become this person that they haven't seen before. And that must just be what it is.
How's your relationship with that person you become in the cage?
I don't really have one. I don't remember him.
Is it a bit like Incredible Hulk and Dr. Banner?
Literally, it just happens and then I come back and that's that, yeah.
Like oh, what happened? Where's all the blood come from?
It almost feels like that. Like, what's this belt I've got here? Like,
oh, I wish that could happen to me, my
it
goodness.
almost feels like that.
I just stumbled upon a win here.
Yeah. But really? I don't know what the switch is. Like, it doesn't even need to be understood for me. I'm just like, I just know that I'll switch when I need to. Yeah.
As soon as you need that TV remote control, one of your brothers has got it.
Yeah.
The Muay Thai music comes on in the background. The ropes go up in the living room. I can see it right now.
That's one thing I do miss, the music, fighting to the music.
Yeah, I enjoyed that music. I really liked it. A lot of people don't like it.
No, they don't,
But
I do.
Yeah. It's kind of grates on you, doesn't it? It's like, I kind of need to do something. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing.
Yeah.
My first few Muay Thai fights with the music was like, I'm like, I really like this. I feel it just feels different.
It does. It does.
What music would you fight to if you could fight to music in MMA?
The same.
Would you
it's
really?
Traditional Thai. Yeah, I don't want to fight to music, but like that traditional Thai, noise, I would say. He's like,
noise.
yeah, just noise. It's just noise.
It's
I
like
do
if
miss
someone's
it.
strangling a cat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know our coach? We've got a coach at my mum's gym that's been with her the whole time that the gym's been open. He's called Leroy. He would have us train to that music the whole session if he could. If my mum wasn't like more modern and like more up to date, he'd have like the same tune going every single session for the whole time.
Brilliant. I love it. My old Thai boxing coach had one CD that was scratched about 45 minutes in, and we all knew.
Him.
We're a few rounds in, and at some point we're going to get.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here we go again. Restart the CD.
Typical.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing though. It's like the culture around Muay Thai is very different to any other martial art I've found.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. It's still very old school, very old in its ways. It's definitely modernised a lot, but I don't think it'll ever lose that tradition, and I hope it doesn't, honestly. I think that was what was special about it, but maybe that might be why this sport's not moving forward as quickly as others. Maybe. As well.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We need some heavy metal instead of the strangling cat music. So, before we wrap this, tell me what you've got to do between now and the fight. What's the process? What's your training camp? Where you're going to be? Are you changing anything for this one?
No, not changing anything. I'm in top team. I've got Cody over. He's actually been over for a few more weeks than he normally does. And I've just got to keep doing what I'm doing and just get to fight week, honestly. And that's it. You know, just keep enjoying myself. That's what I've been doing this camp. I feel like the time out that I've had really made me appreciate a lot of different things. And I'm just happy to be here again. And hopefully we'll get into the cage and put on a show like we were doing before. So that's the main goal now.
And consistency is on the agenda, is it?
Yeah, literally just back to being me, not focusing too much on what she's doing, you know, just like what I do best, and that's what we're doing moving forward.
Yeah. Just before we wrap it then, I've got one more question for you. Tell me who the best female fighters are in the world right now. I know you've been falling out with a couple of them, and you know there's potential matchups with others, but like if we, I know Mount Rushmore's got 4 faces on it. Give me 5 faces that will go on the women's combat sports Mount Rushmore.
What, ever, or
Ever.
for me to fight right now?
Ever.
Oh God,
Ever.
right. Who would have put on it? I would probably still put Shevchenko on it.
Okay.
At the top, probably. I'm definitely on it for
Absolutely, yeah.
Who else would have put on it? I'm going to upset a few people, aren't I?
Well, you've fallen out with Ronda recently, so is she been eliminated from the Rushmore?
No, do you know what? I'm not bitter. I didn't agree with what she said, but I definitely would put Ronda on it. You know, even you can't, the tough time that she went through in her career, you can't forget all the good things she did, and I feel like she's definitely up there. I think this sport as well is more about entertainment and characters as well, and she was that girl. She was, and there's no denying that, so I'd put her on there. Was that 3?
That's 3.
And then I'd have to put Amanda and Kayla, which is going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda, obviously, but Kayla, she got the belt. Her accolades in this sport from everywhere is number 1 for me. So that's going to be an interesting fight too.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm just glad you put yourself on there.
100%.
So Elmont, New York.
Yes.
Denise Keelholz, good luck. We're looking forward to seeing you back in competition. Co-main event, we've got the lightweight title in the main event. So this is 3 rounds as well, which is nice. Don't have to worry about 25 minutes just yet.
I don't worry about that.
You don't never see the 25 minutes.
Yeah. You said that, not me.
Well, you know, PFL Europe champ, I'm kind of invested in you, you know what I mean? Thank you so much for your time. I've enjoyed this very much.
Thank you,
Appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're back in competition again.
Thank you.
We've all been waiting for it. I know you've all been waiting for it as well. Dangerous Dakota Ditcheva, ladies and gentlemen. And this has been Between Rounds. I've been Dan Hardy, and we've been sponsored by Gorilla Energy. Thank you very much for joining me.